Welcome, my viewers, to today's discussion where we take a look into the realm of prophecy and politics. Now, with the elections just around the corner, Celestia's 2-year-old prophecy is making waves once again. She foresaw Kamala Harris taking the reins as the first female president of the United States, and now her words are being closely examined. Now, according to Celestia, God revealed this prophecy to her in November 2020, and she's been sharing it ever since. Now, the prophecy speaks of a significant shift in power, with Kamala Harris standing at the podium declaring a new era for America. But what makes this prophecy so compelling is its specificity. From the sunny, windy day to Harris's attire including suit and gloves. While some critics question Celestia's legitimacy as a prophet, others point to her impressive track record of accurate predictions. Her prophecies have covered a wide range of topics from global conflicts to economic shifts, and many are eager to see if this vision will come to pass. Now, I'm not here to spread misinformation, but I just thought of sharing her prophecy as we are headed towards the big day. Will Kamala Harris become the first female president of the United States? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, this prophecy has sparked a lively conversation about the intersection of faith and politics. So with that said, let's get into our video. I will be right back, and when I do, we talk more about this.
Of the nation. And I remember people calling me and saying, you said it. And I'm thinking that I would wish people would have an understanding that the fulfillment of these things is not going to be easy for this country. There's no such thing as you said it. First of all, I'm not in a competition with anyone. I absolutely know what God has given me. And a lot of what the Lord has given me, nobody will confirm it because it's not easy to say. So I'm not waiting to have 6 other people pop up with the same thing and then say, yes, you see, so it was confirmed everywhere else. So God has been saying since 2020, I think in the middle of the year, 2 prophecies came, one in July, one in August. One is called War is Coming, and the other one is called Prepare for War. And God was saying that America will surely have a violent civil war, a civil war that blood is going to run in the streets the way we always see it on TV when other people are bleeding from their civil wars, their civil conflicts. And it would be a war where people in America would separate based on ideology. So this is why it's definitely going to be rooted in politics. It's also going to be rooted in the way the government interacts with the citizens. And so he said that it would be rooted in ideology. That would be the starting point. People would not be able to have civil conversations with one another. People would not be able to find common ground. People would not be able, American will be unable to relate with American until basically people in their hearts will write off huge chunks of people. So racially, huge chunks of one race will just write off the other race and just be like, well, they're all this and they're all that. And gender and different types of, you see the different wars that we're having, and things like that. People would find it's not real, but it would seem to people as if there's absolutely no point of commonality. And therefore, when you come to that point where you feel you have no common ground with someone else, then whether that person lives or dies becomes very teeny tiny important to you. And so that's why this war will be so violent, because people will literally feel that they are fighting against and eliminating trash. The next part of this prophecy is the coming of Kamala Harris. This is nothing new. I have been speaking this since November 2020 when God first showed it to me. So as I was on this prayer call and I was saying out of my mouth, 2 more good years and war, everything is changing, a bloody war, a bloody war. This is how it was coming out. What I was seeing as I was saying that is I saw that outdoor place where the US presidents take their oath of office. So, you know, they're always outside at that raised outside place. I don't know where exactly, but they're always out there. And I saw that outdoor podium, and it was a sunny, windy day. And Kamala Harris was giving a speech at the podium. She was wearing a suit and gloves, and she was saying something along the lines of this. This is what I can remember, and this is what I wrote down. Today is a great day. Today is a great day. Today is an unheard of historic day, not just for me, but for all women and for America. For the first time in our nation's history, we have a female in the White House, and she's not performing another duty. She is not the Secretary of State. She is not a member of staff. She is not a part of the cabinet. She is in the top seat, the top position. She is in the Oval Office, the driver's seat. She is the President of the United States. And then the image changed, and I saw her raising one hand, and she was taking her oath of office. And Obama was standing right within that picture frame. So he was standing right there near the podium while she was taking her oath of office. And the feeling that I had as I was looking at this picture, first of all, I was telling the people on the call, you won't believe what I'm seeing. You just will not believe what I am seeing. This woman is right in front of my eyes right now, saying that she is the president, saying that it's a great day for America, and saying that she's going to take her oath. So I was telling them the vision, and there were feelings coming into my heart. And the feeling that was coming into my heart is that whether or not she was standing there taking the oath of office and, making all these words as she was confirmed, it was that there will be some kind of interruption, and that this woman will also not be able to complete the full 4-year term that she is supposed to. I felt that there was something else behind her confirmation. And so God even mentioned at that point that America will come under the control of a series of governors. But he didn't elaborate on that. And so it was not given to me to explain to others on that phone call what exactly it meant. I just told them what I saw. Her reading that it was the first time in America's history that a woman was president. I also told them that I saw Obama standing there as she was being confirmed. And I also told them the feeling that I was having, that there would be yet another interruption and that she would not finish her term. And the Lord was saying this, say that the beast and the beast system is very disloyal and that America is at risk. The feeling that I was coming up with, and I was speaking it out, is that these people belong to a very high level and secretive club. But the mistake that they make is that they think that by working hard in that club and by carrying out their roles and what they're supposed to do, they actually think that they have been clued into the full plan. So they're told, this is your assignment, this is your assignment. And then they feel that by carrying out those assignments, they're being extremely faithful to the overall plan. And basically, they believe they have all the pieces when they don't. And God said that that is their mistake, because they do not know that the beast is a single player only. And I just put up the prophecy for that. It's called Ready Player One, and it goes greatly into depth about this comment that God said that the beast is a single player only. Said Satan is the power that empowers the beast and the beast system. And Satan doesn't leave loose ends, because Satan isn't loyal to anyone. And he said the great mistake that America makes is thinking that her leaders work for her. So America is fully vested in the process of her sovereignty and the process of her being an independent republic. And she's fully vested. Many people, even as you're listening and you're saying, no, Celestial, we're woke and we know what's going on. It's a tiny minority. The majority of people in this country have drunk the Kool-Aid, added more sugar, stirred in more ice, and they're ready to have a second and a third glass. They put great stock and store in the electoral process and in everything else that makes America run. And yet God says that underneath all that, these people are paying lip service at best. They're not interested in what the public has to say. They're not interested in what the public thinks. Most of it is a sham, and the leaders are not working for this country. God says that these people, they come from all walks of life. And he said they have all nationalities, because this one world government is a global thing. I explained that it is like a belt that goes around this entire group that we call the global population. It encircles everything that pertains to human beings. And he said that they are completely oblivious of their international nationalities. They literally do not care about their international nationalities. Just a moment, please. So they do not care about their international nationalities. He said they have no loyalty to their birth countries. They have transcended the idea that, oh, if I'm from this country, I have to be patriotic. They have transcended that, God said, and they are working in a spiritual cohesion where they have pledged oaths to Satan and they are working to bring about Satan's kingdom. Now, if people are working to bring about Satan's kingdom, that means those people have long passed the petty boredom of U.S. politics and they are functioning in the book.
Now, it's really interesting to see how the prophecy by Celestial about Kamala Harris becoming the president of the United States is gaining traction online. What's even more intriguing is that astrologists are now echoing similar sentiments. Now, this convergence of views from different realms, prophecy and astrology, raises questions about the role of fate and cosmic alignment in shaping our collective future. Some argue that astrology, despite its ancient roots, lacks scientific basis and should be viewed as entertainment rather than a reliable, predictable tool. However, others find value in its symbolic language and the way it connects us to the universe's rhythms. Now, the discussion around Celestial's prophecy highlights the complexities of faith, politics, and personal beliefs. While some see Kamala Harris's potential presidency as a historic milestone, others remain skeptical. Astrologists, meanwhile, point to Celestial's alignments and planetary influences that may support this prophecy. As the United States general election approaches, some are turning to astrology in hopes of predicting which presidential candidate will come out on top. Now, astrologists say the stars are aligning for Democratic Vice President Kamala Harris over Republican former President Donald Trump. Although Harris's presidential announcement has seemed to appeal to most young voters, many do not share the same interest in mixing astrology with politics. Now, most Florida Atlantic University students don't believe that astrological charts are capable of predicting who will win and believe that decision is up to the voters. Now, one of the astrologers who predicted Harris's victory is Bruce Schofield, who has been studying astrology since 1967 and simplifies astrology as the study and use of mapping techniques to analyze self-organizing systems. Now, when it comes to predicting who the next presidential candidate would be, Schofield said a snapshot of the sky during a significant time is taken and studied to foresee who will be the next president. Now, he referred to these snapshots as time slices, also known as birth charts, or more commonly called horoscopes. When you're looking at a birth chart, you're looking at a foundational map of the emergent properties of the organism or system that is being accessed, said Schofield, stating emergent properties are characteristics that appear when a system comes together. Now, at the time of one's birth, the alignment of the planets can reveal traits like strengths or weaknesses. Schofield said that astrologers then use the birth chart of planets as a map and then compare it to the current positions of the planets. And by looking at how the birth chart planets interact with today's moving planets, astrologers can then make predictions about life changes, in this case, career opportunities. Now, going back to Celestial's prophecy, made 2 years ago, she foretold the rise of Kamala Harris to the presidency. Now the time is almost here to see if the prophecy will come to pass or not. Now, this prediction has sparked intense debate and curiosity, especially considering the complexities of prophecy and its interpretation. Now, as we reflect on Celestial's words, it's essential to acknowledge that prophecy often involves uncertainty and multiple possibilities. The Bible itself emphasizes that no one knows the exact timing of the end times, not even the angels in heaven or Jesus Christ, but only God the Father. This ambiguity leaves room for various interpretations and understandings. In the context of end times prophecy, some believe we're living in the last days, citing signs like wars, famines, disease, and natural diseases, and others point to the re-establishment of Israel in 1948 as a significant fulfillment of prophecy. While these events may indicate we are nearing the end times, the exact timeline remains unclear. Now, Celestial's prophecy specifically has garnered attention due to its specificity and the looming election. Will Kamala Harris become the president of the United States? Only time will tell. Now, as we watch this prophecy unfold, we're reminded that prophecy serves as a call to prepare, to be aware of the signs, and to trust in God's plan. Like I said earlier, I'm not here to spread misinformation. I just thought of sharing this prophecy because I also don't know if Kamala Harris will become the president of the United States, or maybe this prophecy is not going to come to pass. But what are your thoughts on Celestia's prophecy and the intersection of faith and politics? Do you believe prophecy has a place in shaping our understanding of current events? Now, I want you, my viewers, to share your thoughts on Celestia's prophecy about Kamala Harris becoming the president of the United States. Do you believe in the power of prophecy? Do you think Celestia's vision will come to pass? Perhaps you're skeptical, questioning the legitimacy of prophecy in modern times. Or maybe you're hopeful, seeing this as a sign of a new era for American politics. Whatever your perspective is, I want to hear it. So join the conversation in the comment section. Thank you for always watching, and see you in my next video as I bring you another interesting video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up by tapping on the like button, and subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification bell.